Aloha, welcome to Tiki Pizza. We got a great episode today. Mookie and I are going to try to master making New York style pizza at home. This is part one of a three-part series, so check it out. Okay, so this is the dough recipe from Kenji Lopez-Alt for same-day New York pizza. We're going to start off with 500 grams of all-purpose flour. So I'm going to measure that off by weight. $4.78, a little bit more. $4.92. Ooh, bang on. Okay, so that's 500 grams, which is 2 cups, but you want to weigh it because if you go by volume, it can vary greatly just because the flour gets packed down or it's too loose. So that is 500 grams. This dough is a 60% hydration rate, so we're going to do 300 grams of water or 300 milliliters. But the water is going to come at the end. All right, so we're going to measure off the other dry ingredients first. Okay, we lost about a fraction of a gram there. 12.5 grams of salt. Okay, we got 12.5 grams of salt. And then we're going to do just 2 grams of yeast. I got some dry active yeast. All right, that's about 2 grams. According to Kenji, the yeast doesn't have to be super bang on. All right, and then we're going to go 5 grams of sugar. Oops, got 6 right off the bat. There we go. We got a winner. 5 grams of sugar. $20 grams of oil. Kenji actually used the solid Crisco shortening He said you can use olive oil or basically any kind of neutral oil. I'm just going to do some corn oil today, and we're going for 20 grams. Just a drop. Okay, that's pretty close. 20 grams of oil. And then, so we're going to do 300 grams of water, which is the same as 300 milliliters, but we're going to go grams because that's basically what we're working in. All right, so I gave the water a little zap in the microwave. You want the temperature to be somewhere around 100 to 115 degrees. So we'll give that a little check there. All right. So we got about 113. So like I said, you don't want more than 115. And we're going to measure off 300 grams or 300 milliliters. Okay, that's pretty close. And again, that's a 60% hydration rate. So that's a 60% hydration rate. There's something called effective hydration, and that's including the oil. So we had 20 grams of oil, so that would make it a 64% hydration rate. And according to Kenji, that's pretty low hydration rate for New York style pizza, while it's bang on, but on the low end for hydration rate for New York style pizza. So the next step, we're just going to incorporate everything. This isn't going to count as the kneading process. I'm just going to get my dough hooks set up, and then I'll talk about hydrating the dough. All right, so I'm just going to use these dough hooks on my beaters to basically mix everything up. This isn't an absolute necessary process, but I really love this step of hydrating the dough before you knead it. I think I'm going to do this on every pizza dough recipe from now on. So basically, once I mix this up with the dough hooks, I'm just going to, again, incorporate everything, and then we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes to allow the flour to absorb the water. And this causes an enzymatic breakdown of the flour proteins, which is going to make it 100 times more easier to knead. And I'm going to knead it by hand today. So then we're going to knead it, give it a good kneading, maybe 5 minutes. And then we're going to do an initial proof. And that initial proof is going to be 30 minutes. And then we're going to break it into 2 balls. And again, each ball is going to be a 16-inch pizza. And then we're going to let it proof or rise a little further. So right now I'm just going to give it a little mix up and get it into a shaggy ball. All right, so as you can see, it's a Shaggy Ball, and we're going to let it hydrate or let the flour absorb the water for 30 minutes. And again, that's going to cause an enzymatic breakdown of the flour proteins, which will make it much easier to knead. So we'll see in 30 minutes. All right, so you can see my dough is well hydrated. It's completely changed. It's less of a fuzzy ball and more of a dough ball now. All right, so I'm going to knead it for 5 minutes, and then we're going to go into the bulk fermentation process. So we're gonna knead the dough, and then we're gonna go into the bulk fermentation process, and we'll just have one ball, and we'll let it rise anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours, and then we'll come back and break it into 2 balls, and then let it sit for another 2 hours. All right, so I'm just gonna set my timer. So we got the timer. I'm just gonna knead it for 5 minutes. All right, so that's 5 minutes of kneading. Thanks for watching another episode of Tiki Pizza. What's that, Mookie? Mookie says, nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. The reference to that is Mookie tends to bite people when they get off the couch and only when their back's facing them and only on the ankle. See you next time on Tiki Pizza.